And it looks like we are live.
Alrighty.
But let me double check here real quick.
Yep, we are.
Excellent. All right.
I'm here.
Welcome, Xerius. Hello, everyone. Ace here, and today we are, me, Asmogan, and Xerius here are doing another live stream of another Warhammer 40k comic. This time we are having a look at Will of Iron. To start off, Asmogan, Xerius, do you have anything you'd like to add right away?
Are we starting on issue 1 or 2? 1 or 0?
1. Or we're starting with... Well, we'll go with issue 0, I guess, if we want. There we go. Didn't notice there was an issue 0 on this. That's curious. Oh, well.
Wow, apparently an alarm going off on your phone completely screws up a voice call.
Interesting. Something's going on. Here we go. Alright, so some of the comments to start off. We have Brother Dr. Calkil of the 501st. Wake up, lads. It's about time.
Go kill my knight.
Yeah, just call him Calcul.
Calkil? Okay.
So yeah, that's what the rest of us call him.
Murderous Kitten says, greetings, up and loaded. Coneman says, hello. Hello, everyone. Alright, so we are now on issue 0, I guess.
The prologue.
Yep.
Now, full disclosure, when it comes to chapters, the Dark Angels are where I'm weak. One of my weakest, so I won't have as many specifics.
On Dark Angels.
Yeah, I'm not very knowledgeable about. I know the basics, but that's about it. I don't know any specific characters off the top of my head, except for their Primarch, or specific stories. So
I'm not like a Dark Angels lore nut, but I am quite knowledgeable on them.
I just know basics.
Alright.
Yeah, that's good enough.
I'm kind of similar in the camp with Asmogan on this, but... Anyways, so yeah. Blade Chart says hi. Karima Kaj says Iron Within. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into...
Iron Within.
Yep.
Iron Without.
Let's get into the prologue.
Alrighty.
Should we read this character sheet thingamajig, or just skip right to the meat of it?
Well, I think if we're a little bit unfamiliar with the Dark Angels, maybe we probably should. What do you guys think?
Alright, sure. Who wants... It says there's 3 of them, there's 3 of us. Who wants to read whose description?
Well, I believe Xerius wanted to be the Inquisitor, right?
Inquisitor Sabathil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He gets to play the waifu.
Of course.
I'll go with Alpheus then.
Alright, and I guess
of course
that means...
you would go for a chaplain.
That means I get Baltus. Part of a Lion's Blade strike force containing Dark Angels, Space Marines of the 2nd Company. Baltus is devoted and loyal. Califrax's campaign sees him advancing into the inner circle of his chapter and experiencing the dark revelations such progress entails.
Interrogator Chaplain Alpheus. Somber and serious and dedicated, Alpheus carries the burden of knowledge. He has seen much during his long life and knows all the secrets buried in the Dark Angel's past. In Califrax, he faces the ultimate test of what must be done to keep them hidden from the universe.
I'm actually going to turn the volume a little bit down if possible, because I think that was a little loud. There. Alright, now we should be good. And Xerius, you're up.
Inquisitor Barthil. Oh my. That is actually such a weird name to pronounce. Even for me, and I'm very used to pronouncing weird 40k names. Even I can barely pronounce
Sabathiel? Or Sabathiel?
I suppose. Bleh, bleh, bleh.
Those are the only 2 pronunciations I can immediately assume.
Sabathiel is how I think it would be pronounced.
Yeah. Eel, Yell, Isle? Sabathiel? Oh, that would be a retarded way to pronounce it. Anyway, moving on. Inquisitor Sabathiel. Astor Sabathiel is relentless in the pursuit of her goals, to the extent that she often engages in questionable methods to get to the truth. 3 acolytes and a Jakero weaponsmith assist her in her quest to root out heresy and chaos wherever they may be found. Wherever the trail leads.
Alright.
One issue I'm immediately noticing is the I's and the L's look very similar.
Yep.
For some reason, the dots of the I blends into the actual body of the I.
Yeah, it's the font style.
Yeah.
Also, Jakero. Does this mean this chick has a monkey companion?
Well, based on my knowledge of Jacaros, which is minimal, they're essentially monkeys. Though I'm sure people are going to argue the point.
The point is they're orangutans.
They're some kind of ape-like creature.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
So I guess we'll go ahead and get to the next page.
Huh. Just a comment on Brother Baltus here. He's a pretty minimally designed space marine for a named character in this comic. You know, he's standard Dark Angel with 1 purity seal. I mean, yeah, he's got a beaky helmet, that's pretty cool, but still. Very little in the ornamentation department.
That's true, yeah.
You could argue that the point that's kind of the point of his character, though. Like, he represents the everyman space marine. Alpheus is the interrogator chaplain, more unique, and Sabathiel is an inquisitor. So, like, basically the 3 perspectives is my guess.
Yeah, true enough.
Alright, so next page, and yet we are on page 3, so that's where we need to be.
Indeed. Tell me what you see.
Blood on the table?
Yeah, blood on the table. Blood on the table of an inquisitor. Yeah. Big surprise. Big shocker.
Alright, so
Ooh, hello, cat.
I guess I'll be reading this. A veil has been lifted. A storm abates, and ancient secrets are revealed. Your quarry is swift to make their move. They seek to obfuscate. They seek.
Interrogator Chaplain Alpheus. You have found it.
Is that line still the same guy?
I think it's supposed to be... No, I think it is your character there, Asmogan.
Huh. It's the same highlight. What we seek lies on Exerion. Master Seraphus, the former capital of this sector.
Then ready our troops. I forgot which voice I was doing for that guy. Oh, crap.
That's
A
okay.
voice.
A voice, yes.
That which they might find within themselves.
We make planetfall within the hour. Next. Ooh, drop pods being launched. You rarely see that in anything.
We know what we must do.
I think that might have been Alpheus.
Yeah, you might be right.
I can really not tell because they've done a somewhat half-assed job with these boxes.
Yeah, because at least with Damnation Crusade, the highlights were different per character. Here it's just a green overhead over the white highlights for multiple characters.
Yeah.
So
well,
it's
at least
up
we
in the
know
air.
the black is At least we know the black is one thing, I think.
I think so,
Probably.
yeah.
Well, whatever the case, we know what we must do.
Alright. Yet they are blinded by their faith, their thirsts for redemption, and in their blindness they shall rain fire and destruction upon those who would look to them for salvation. Aye, brother! It is already
missed one.
dead. Oh, sorry. Baltus, on your...
One.
Alright. Baltus, on your flank. Aye, brother. It is already dead.
Ooh, Imperial Knights, baby!
Yep. They shall seek and find allies amongst the ruins of their former domain.
It is a fine engine of war, Baron. It shall serve the Emperor well. Charge!
Fine engine of war. That's an understatement.
And stand against an army forged in iron and blood.
Oh, that is. And so the lion saith, Smite! And they did smite, and all who came before them fell. Those with righteousness in their hearts found salvation in the glory of the Emperor's light. Those with darkness in their souls sought the comfort of demons, and did become unto demons themselves. And to them the lion saith, Die! And they did die.
Yet on Pandorasor, they will face their greatest enemy. I like, by the way, how the artwork is, how they actually, in issue 0 here, how they actually do make this a fairly action-packed issue to try to get you hooked into it so far.
Yeah, I am happy with the action. They are actually... The thing is, they're mixing the dialogue well with the action, so instead of doing what Marnius Calgar comic did, which is fighting in like a frame or two, and then nothing but dialogue, here they're kind of mixing the two. They're actually doing dialogue, and they're showing us some interesting visuals with action mixed in.
Yep.
Yeah, but just to go back to that whole art thing. Now, in the Dark Angels, some veterans get the honor of becoming, Terminators, Terminator honors and such. Last I read, all Terminators are of the Deathwing, the first company. So why is there a green Terminator on that hill?
That's a good question, I think.
Wait, on the next page, or?
Yeah, are you talking this page or the next one? I think he's talking about the next one. Page 9.
I can't tell. These things aren't numbered for me.
They're numbered
The
for
one where
us.
there's the big ass battle Dark Angel logo. The one with the dread dot on it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the next page.
Alright, so I see what you're talking about, I think.
My guess is the implication is that their multiple companies are fighting side by side.
The thing is, last I read, unless they retconned this a few years ago, all Terminators of the Deathwing. That's the point of the Deathwing, is that they're all Terminators and they're all badasses.
Okay.
Oh, this makes me livid.
So they're in Company 1, you said?
First company, yes.
I'm not sure. Forgive me for my lack of knowledge, but I'm not sure that counteracts the idea that multiple companies are fighting together. Unless, remind me, does the Deathwing fight? Does the Deathwing company ever fight in campaigns like this with other companies, or are they solely on and onto themselves?
Yes.
So, okay, so they do.
Yes, but
Okay, so I'm confused. What?
It's said that all Terminators are of the first company.
Okay.
Are all Deathwing.
Okay.
So, what's stopping this from being a Terminator from the first company?
That's the
He's
question,
not
yeah.
bone white.
He's covered in white.
Are you sure you're seeing are you not seeing a green Terminator on that hill?
I'm seeing a green tabard on a white Terminator.
Look behind him.
That dude's also in white armor
Yeah,
with the
with a
sword.
green tabard. And the tabard
Look
looks
next to
badly
him.
drawn. Next to him, I can't tell if that's supposed to be a Terminator or not. His arms in
That's
the
a
way.
Terminator. It's very easy to tell. That's a Stormbolter. That's a Terminator arm, Terminator leg, Terminator power plant. That's a Terminator. A green Dark Angel's Terminator.
The artist didn't know what they were doing.
That's probably it.
Oh God, it's yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to experience more than that. I already got my fair share from Calgar. But
Okay.
anyway, this tangent has gone on long enough. Let's just continue.
Calcul says Xerius is right. That is a Termi. Okay. Yeah, if that's the case, and they screwed up on that, and I know for a fact they'll end up screwing up on a few other things in this comic as well.
Most likely.
They will face themselves, so that's why it's mirrored like this. And
yeah, that's interesting. It's interesting choice of words and imagery. That's actually, I can commend them on that. That's pretty smart.
mm-hmm.
And of course you got Slaanesh and Tzeentch, Nurgle, and Khorne in there. Of course, Slaanesh is being completely,
What the?
Censored up because you don't want to actually see that. The hint is enough.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and get to the next page. I see these things. I see death. I see fire. I see revelation. Alright.
And then you see a bolt round through your skull, apparently.
Would you see that?
Alright, so...
I don't know if this is like a vision to the future or if she's actually shooting something, because it doesn't show her shooting something in the next page, but...
Yeah, it looks like it was just a vision from the future. So, I believe Xerius, you're up.
I don't know. My brain is very slow today.
That's okay.
You speak riddles, and I have no time for riddles.
I speak in past, lies, and future truths. What you seek is hidden in plain sight. The question, Inquisitor Sabathiel, is whether you have what it takes to find it. To be continued. Alright.
That's a pretty interesting looking astropath.
Mm-hmm.
Or Spiker thingamajigum.
Looks like a demon.
Yeah,
I mean, the character description did mention she does questionable things, so that probably is some form of demon.
I can't tell if that's more
this isn't-
Tzeentch or Slaanesh.
Yeah, that's Tzeentch. And I mean, we've seen 40k characters using demons to their advantage in various books. Freaking Mephiston going deep into some secrety thing and calling for the aid of the demon because Tyranids and demons are coming to Baal.
Alright, so let's go
And I'm just
to
getting ads.
issue 1. Ooh, what's this? Oh, there's more.
There is.
Yep, apparently on page
15.
15.
Yeah.
Oh, hell. Oh, okay. Hello.
Alright. Exerion, the dead world, lost behind the veil for an eternity. Its streets now populated by nothing but filthy spawn.
I'll get that one then. If I can read it. Oh! Zooming in does help.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Fall back to higher ground.
Rah!
Am I doing? Okay. Get down! And then the lion said, "He shall fall." And he fell. Be fun to
that
talk
mean?
like that. Exactly what it sounds like. I do gotta say, it's a very good sight to watch an Iron Warrior have his face smashed in. It's very beautiful.
Iron within, iron without.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, currently the iron is within your skull.
Well, without, technically, the skull, the iron is currently out. Never mind.
So apparently they're showing the making of at the end here. So that's
Those look like my sketches.
all right. Now we can get on to issue 1.
Yeah, that's gonna take a bit for me, apparently.
All right,
Mobile
so
and an old-ass iPad is a good combination.
Calcul says, I'm going to state that it might be possible that there are termies that are not within the Deathwing because the literature is not 100% clear. What do you think, Xerius?
I don't know, man. I mean, to me, having all the Terminators in the Deathwing sounds a bit more badass.
It
and a
sounds
bit
more badass, but it doesn't entirely make
devoted,
sense.
I suppose.
From a strategic standpoint, anyway.
Well, it makes more sense than having Primaris Blade Guards in it.
I don't really talk about the Primaris lore. I've already stated my very negative opinions about it.
Alright, so let's go ahead and get this particular comic started. We'll go through the first few cover pages. Apparently it shows alternate covers of issue 1. So it gives us the rundown on the 3 characters, which we've already read, so we should be fine on that.
Yep.
Honor. It is written in our blood, codified in the very essence of our being. It resonates in all that we do, all that we are. Ours is the search for light in the gloaming of the universe, the dying embers in the blackest of nights. For we are not only angels of darkness, forged in war to smite the enemies of mankind, but angels of a redemption also. And in Califrax, we seek those who must repent. Those who have fallen and must be returned to the light.
Lord Azrael.
Seraphus. No, that is Seraphus, right? Seraphus Altheus. The time is upon us, the circle has spoken.
There is word of our quarry?
Perhaps an ancient veil has been lifted, an old hunting ground exposed. You must assemble a strike force and make haste to Califrax cluster. To the Califrax cluster, within the hour.
The Califrax cluster.
But it is shrouded in the warp. Storms of eons, impassable since the days of the Great Betrayal. Whatever occurred there has long been eroded by the great wash of history.
The storms have abated. The deeds of our forefathers are laid bare. The region is once again possible. For now. The circle fears what may be exposed.
And yet the hunting, too, may prove rich.
It is so. I see you understand what must be done.
Aye.
And, of course, the haste with which you must do it. It is unthinkable that our enemies might set foot upon those blighted worlds before us.
Yet you understand, my lord, that this might represent a mission of great peril. Festering things may lie beyond the veil. Things that have had almost 10 millennia to gather their strength. For now they sleep, but we might wake them and so unleash them upon the galaxy.
Yet still, I find the risk a worthy one. There is no choice. It is imperative that the area is cleansed. I trust few others to see that task be done. As I trust you, brothers. You will do your duty.
Always.
Go now, gather your forces, and fly on swift wings, so you may see the honor of our chapter is assured.
Alright, so I got a super chat here for $5 from Bottled Titty Milk. Greetings, fellow citizens of the Imperium.
Greetings.
Greetings to you as well, and thank you for the super chat, Bottled Titty Milk.
How do you say that with a straight face?
Bottled Titty Milk happens to be a regular on my channel, and they're great, actually.
Okay.
Oh, great. Wow, Asriel's face looks like crap. This is a guy that's seen war.
Yep.
Oh, I thought you meant from an artistic standpoint. I was like, oh, it doesn't look that bad.
I think I think I will say this. This comic so far seems to be better than Marnius Calgar. A lot better.
I would agree.
Anything is better than Marnius Calgar.
It has been the bottom of the barrel so far.
Bottled Titty Milk says, "Love you guys." Thank you very much.
We love you too. Hey, this is my first time interacting with you, but still.
As long as you keep bringing those fresh bottles to our door, we will forever love you.
All right. Anyways, but yeah, I do think the artwork in this is also, of course, a lot better than Marnius, although that's not saying a whole lot, but...
The only issue I have so far is sometimes the background proportions can be a bit weird, but that's fine.
Mm.
Sometimes I have noticed that a lot of these Space Marines look a bit too human proportioned for my taste.
Okay.
Well, to be fair, we've only seen them compared to each other in size, so.
That is true.
All right, so next page. I think you're up, Xerius. Oh, okay. Actually.
Oh yeah, that's Asriel. Okay. For there are others who will not delay and seek to uncover that which should remain unseen. And we get a nice full body shot of the Inquisitor.
Mm-hmm.
Nice red armor. Very big hands.
I was about to say, the
suppose
gloves
that's
were
just
kind of
really
oversized,
thick
but
gloves.
those could be gauntlets.
I think they are to an extent.
Gauntlets wrapped in leather.
Sounds like an Inquisitor style.
Yeah.
Let me overcomplicate this.
I think Ace should take this one.
That one?
I think that's I think that's a chick there. So,
Yes.
Inquisitor Sabathiel.
Prayers. Oh, that's not prayers.
That's prey.
Yeah, that's prey.
Yeah, I kind of picked that up as soon as I said it. Anyway. Our prey is on the move. They make haste for the Calafrax cluster. The warp storms there have been blighting the region. No, wait. Wow, I butchered that reading completely. The warp storms there have blighted the region for countless millennia have finally calmed. They seek to obfuscate what might be considered their discovered. Wow, do I need to get my glasses for this?
I would recommend
Christ.
it.
I think a few extra hits of coffee will do you some good.
I'll read this guy. So says that thing in the hold. Are you certain it can be trusted?
Oh yeah, that is a Jakiro monkey. Great.
And when I referred to it as a monkey in my review of the Warhammer Adventures book, people got on my ass and said that it's not a monkey. Like it's drawn like a monkey. People jumped on my ass hard on that one, and yet
Right.
here it is, still depicted as a fucking monkey.
Look at
Thank
it.
you.
It's a goddamn ape. It's an ape, people.
Mhm.
That is not a human of any kind.
In every drawing I've ever seen them depicted as, they seem apish. So
Their official model is an ape.
but
And
yet
yes,
I
they
got yelled
also
at
have an ape
in the
model.
comments. It's not an ape.
Well,
Okay,
then
sure.
clearly the dumbasses have to read.
I wouldn't recommend reading that book. Minus Calgor was a fucking art piece by comparison to Warhammer Adventures, let me tell you.
We should do a reading of Warhammer Adventures.
I already read it once, never again.
Maybe we could do maybe we could do the upcoming one that's about the Nurgle worshippers.
You guys can do that without me. I've suffered enough for that series.
Oh, I'm sorry, I had to.
My misery was so unworth it.
Oh, sorry, what?
I think this one's Xerius. I think that's her talking.
Yep,
Mhm.
yep, I gathered that real quick. The seal is the only certainty I require. For too long have I sought the truth. I know the dark angels for what they are. They mask their treachery and secrets and rituals. But they walk with demons. I have seen it, and at Cataphracts, I shall prove it.
Haven't the Inquisition been trying to prove their treachery for a long time?
Can I voice the big, strong black chick?
If you want to.
Sure.
Then you take us into the back. No. Wow,
fuck
I
voice
tried
was
to do a
that?
British voice. I tried to do a British voice, but I ended up doing a goblin voice for some reason. I was actually thinking of doing a goblin voice for this chick ahead of time. But no, that would be just ridiculous.
You could always pull a Mike Tyson.
Then you take us into the battle. Oh my god, that just sounds retarded. Also, wow, that chick is ripped. Jesus. Hey, 41st millennium. You gotta have that representation. And I mean, to be fair, this chick looks even better than Games Workshop's models. I actually kind of like the way she looks, you know? She looks like a chick, not a guy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's coming from me. Anyway. Made my coffee nice and strong this evening.
So Kakiel wants to comment on the on that.
Jacaro.
Yeah, Jucarol, sorry.
Oh boy.
He says it is an ape-formed creature, but it's not actually evolved from gibbons, as far as we know. And
Whatever. It still looks like an ape, therefore it is an ape.
And might in fact be a creation of the old ones. All we really know is that they are really smart. All right.
Wow, smart monkeys. Yay.
All right. Well, anyways, so I believe you're up, Xerius.
Give me a second. I've got to check something.
Ah, okay.
Insert Jeopardy music. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Dun, 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 dun,
Alright, we better stop. We're gonna get sued.
Incoming copyright claim.
I've gotten claims for stupider.
I have seen claims for stupider, so yeah.
I hummed the Star Wars theme and got a claim.
Jesus.
I shit you not.
I ended up getting a copyright strike for a Let's Play when the person that gave me the copyright strike took the intro of the game and modified it.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that. Oh my god. Oh, I remember that. Oh my god. Wait, didn't he apologize and
He
admit
did.
It was a big misunderstanding?
It was, but it's still funny.
Yeah. No, but that was the YouTube bot itself, not actually him though. That picked it up.
The bot picked it up, said, "Hey, someone's using your work. You know, your work as in the intro that you modified by putting a filter over it and putting some music on it."
Yeah.
And the music's not yours, by the way.
Yep. But nah, you're the one that gets.
I mean, to
that
be
gets
fair,
the
you
stick.
could argue. To be fair, you could technically argue it's transformative work. So, but still, you should at least watch the video that YouTube's claiming stole your content before you make a claim.
Why on earth would you do that?
Yeah, well,
So I'm not actually gonna. I don't think I'm in the mood to try and figure out a voice for this chick. So someone else take over.
Rock, paper, scissors. Ace, do you want to? Ace?
Oi, mate.
Ace? Wait, lose him?
We broke him. We have broken his soul.
what, me?
Oh, there he is.
Welcome back.
Wait, something happened?
Yeah, you went
Yes,
silent.
You went poof.
Yeah, there was something weird going on, and I was asking you guys about it, but I guess that got taken care of. Anyways, so I'll take the voice.
Alright.
Then you take us into battle.
No, that...
That sounds
wait.
like an old man voice.
Yeah, okay, fine.
You young whippersnappers telling me what to do.
What you doing on my lawn?
Okay, I guess Asmogan, you can take the voice.
Then you take us into battle?
Oh my god. That's gonna work. Oh my
I'll just roll with that one.
Okay.
Oh Jesus, I'm laughing so hard I'm gonna puke.
Breathe, man.
Stop being so funny.
Sorry, I can't turn it off.
Alright. Bubbles have said a little bit. Alright. No, Anya. To wage war against such an enemy is to lose. To die. We must engage in a war in a far more subtle stratagem. We must encourage them to condemn themselves.
This is a dangerous game you want to take, old friend.
Didn't you do a much more British voice for him?
It was a shorter line than that I did the initial voice.
Yeah, true enough. Yet it is the most important of games, Fetch. The greatest enemy of mankind is born not of the warp, but of humanity itself. Traitors must be cleansed. Hera, instruct the navigator. We make haste to the Califrax cluster. There we shall drag the secrets of these dark angels into the light. Also, what the hell is wrong with this woman's eyes? Jesus. It almost looks like she's gotten no sleep and has just been sitting in front of a monitor her entire life.
I have been wondering what's with like that red fade makeup under her eye, but other than that, her eyes are drawn pretty well. Also, that particular shot, I think they're trying to implicate that they like a really like powerful look.
Yeah, but it's just that redness around the eyes. Like,
I'm trying to figure out if that's makeup or if they're depicting something else.
It's makeup. You can actually see in the earlier panels that it's makeup.
Wait, really? I can't see. I didn't see that. Where?
The one right at the top right, you can see it a little bit on the edges of the eyes.
Oh my god! Now I've got to scroll through the bloody. Nope. I don't see it.
Right. I can see it.
Yeah, it's right in the corner.
Let's try
red fade around her eyes.
Yeah, and if you go to page 11, there's more. You can see it there as well when she's talking to the group.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see the redness, but I can't tell if that's makeup or not.
I'm pretty sure it is because you look at her face looks actually comparatively pale a little bit too.
So I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a makeup.
The paleness as well, I can't tell if that's also makeup. Because I know some people like to make their faces look very pale for some reason. So, okay, well, basic thing is this woman has weird makeup.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll say it's makeup.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Good enough.
Roll with it.
All right, so
roll with it.
Next
also,
up.
have a look at this woman, which I can only assume is a sniper. Look how much of a woman she looks like. The fact that I point this out says a lot about our modern comics.
Yep.
That daughter of Starfire one's looking pretty depressing.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
I could probably draw better than that, and I can't. And my abilities to draw are so notoriously terrible it even affects my handwriting.
Gotta love author self-inserts.
Anyway, so
it's even worse than that Titans Netflix series where Starlight is a black chick instead of Starlight.
Starfire.
That's the name. I keep forgetting the damn name for some reason.
So, Ace, are people enjoying the view on your end with the advertisements?
Yeah, a little bit.
How's the advertisements for you? I've surprising. Well, it's probably because I'm on mobile.
I'm trying to avoid them at all costs.
I have ad blocks, so they're not even showing up on my.
Have you gotten any bouncy bounces yet?
Nope, I got ad block.
Maybe, but I'm not going to. I'm going to be quiet about that a little bit because it seems like the sort of thing that YouTube
don't say it. YouTube won't notice.
YouTube notices anyway.
Yeah, that bot of theirs is annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
Anyways, so who wants to take the next line?
We begin in Exerion.
The site of a great victory for our chapter, and yet a terrible defeat.
Time has shrouded the records of what transpired here, Master Seraphus.
Yet we know the Iron Warriors received assistance.
So it is written.
Then we know what must be done. Launch the first wave.
Dum, 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 dum. Also, this captain dude has trim on one leg, greave.
Yeah.
That's some heresy right there.
Yes,
How
it
dare
is.
you have trim on one greave
That's pretty
and
ugly.
not both of them? That is just heresy.
That's what we call a diva. It's like, I only want trim on one of my greaves.
Launch the first wave. Alright, his voice is now a diva voice from now on. Anyway.
Alright. Next
Drop
page.
Pods.
Yep. I will
Well,
say
looks
the
like-
artwork looks pretty decent on this next page.
I like the flame effects are pretty well done, along with the highlighting over that with the green.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a minute.
So anyways, Asmogan, have you managed to try out the new DLC for Warhammer 2 yet?
And you mean Dawn of War 2?
Total War Warhammer 2.
Oh, no. I haven't had the opportunity. Today, I like I was telling you before, I did about 5.5 hours, something like that, of another game that just launched, Immortals: Phoenix Rising
Okay.
by Ubisoft. So I've been playing that. I'll be playing that pretty much up to the point of Cyberpunk's release is my prediction. Since it's an open world game, it'll take a while. I'm assuming. It's so far reminded me of Breath of the Wild, but like Greek mythology edition.
Mm. I will say this, from what I've played of the new DLC, it seems alright, but it's one of those cases where the game has been, of course. Well, how familiar are you with Total War Warhammer 2?
I've played about. To this day I've never finished a campaign. Like the longest one I ran was a campaign where I played I played the Empire, the Human Empire. Played that for about 10 hours, 12 hours.
Mm.
Then I stopped playing.
I will say this: the way the DLC in that game is absolutely insane.
Yeah, they add whole entire factions and the such.
Well, what I mean is just how expensive it is to even get into the thing. So I'm thinking how on earth I'm going to even do a proper video on that.
Well, most of the DLCs, as far as I've been able to tell, are usually just like faction expansions onto the game. And you don't need every single one of them.
That's true.
Because if you played every single one of them, I think that's like what, $1,200, $1,400.
Well,
That could be a gross exaggeration. I haven't done the number crunch, but
I think it's something
a
like
shit ton of DLC.
I think right now it's something like $300 in all. But
See, like I
still.
way overshot that. The point is, there's a lot of DLC, and it costs more than the double digits. And not a lot of people have 500, 400, 300, 200, whatever it is, to drop on just DLC.
So Kakil says, "Trust me, as someone who has played Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, PR is very alike in terms of gameplay mechanics." I think he's talking about the game you were talking about, Asmogan.
Oh, yeah. By the way, technically it would be IFR, Immortal Phoenix Rising, and it's Phoenix with an F. So.
It
which
does say,
which annoys
he
me,
did do
but-
it in there. Okay.
Which is annoying because we're all probably used to the normal spelling of Phoenix. But at the same time, I haven't looked it up, but I think that might be like the ancient Greek version of its spelling. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. But
Alright, so
that's my best guess is why they chose to go with FE. Either that or they can't spell.
All right, so Xerius, yeah, you're back.
Yes.
All right. So, any comments on the image, or should we go on?
It looks nice.
I agree. All right. So, next page. More of the same, basically.
I particularly like the Devastator, or heavy weapons marine. He looks nice.
Isn't that fuck? What's his name? Boltus.
Boltus is the one with the beaky.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's him.
Yeah, isn't that him? Because that's the beaky.
Yeah, but he doesn't say anything.
I was referring to the heavy weapons guy.
Huh?
The dude with the heavy bolter.
In the top panel, I think.
Oh.
All right. So let's.
On the next panel already. Okay.
Yeah, we're on the next panel. And nothing really much. Well, they land in the next panel, so I think we can actually go through past that even. Exerion, the dead world, lost behind the veil for an eternity. It was here that the warriors of the Dark Angels fought the remnants of the traitorous Iron Warriors in one of the most grueling battles in the Legion's history. Form up! Oh, sorry.
Boy.
I was about to say Boltus is right there, so someone else should probably take the sergeant.
Okay.
Also, that's a very nice looking sergeant. Jeez, how much of a veteran is he? Form up. Boltus. Thaddeus. Take point.
Aye, Sergeant.
Over here! Enemy incoming!
That's a nice helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Here brothers went to war against brother. Here the gene seed that now strengthens my body and my resolve was baptized in blood and death.
Suffer not the warp spawn to live.
Over here! Oh no, Boltus comes before that.
I think... Alright, so...
I cannot tell.
I think that line comes before... Well, actually, I'll just say my line. Thaddeus, behind you!
Over here! There are more of them!
In this one page, I will say this. In this one page, we still managed to get more action than the entire first issue of Marneus Calcar.
Mm-hmm. Explosions.
And also these warp spawn are really unique looking, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
And you also see one get its head splattered. You know, its upper skull being splattered and its lower jaw just open. That is nice.
You can see its eyeball.
Yep.
Yeah, its eyeball flying away.
Oh, and Kakil wants to say, actually, as a Swede, Phoenix is spelled Phoenix with an F. Okay.
Okay. Well, okay. Here in America, it's PH. Not an F. I believe Britain spells it the same.
I think so as
South
well.
Africa too.
And here the open graves of that battle may be found still. All right, so next page.
That will be you.
That will be me.
Yeah.
Yep.
First one.
Planet Tentaroth. It lies in the outer rim of the cluster, bathed in the light of twin stars, and protected from the transmuting effect of the warp storms by their scouring glare. There is evidence that the planet remains inhabited.
After all this time?
I fear what might have become of them. It is... I think that's the same dude. It is a world that might easily be swayed against us. You must mount a contact mission immediately. It will involve either great diplomacy...
or great resolve. I see that is so. I shall make preparations.
I don't really like this chaplain's chest plate. It looks like he's wearing a tube.
Yeah, it does actually a
It
little
doesn't
bit.
look like
It does look
spaceman
off.
armor. It looks like he is cosplaying a pipe.
I'm wondering why that was the choice.
Because
It does look
pipes are
awkward.
cool.
Looks like he's wearing a trash can over his chest.
Yeah, it does a little bit.
There you go.
Weird.
Ace,
And-
this next two is you.
It is? Okay, so in my absence, I remind you to be on your guard. The enemies of the Imperium approach from all corners.
We are within reach of Exerion, Chorus. What would you have us do?
Bring us around behind the plane of Pandrasor, Rendix, so we might take a measure of our enemy. Then, when Astrax's bones give tell of fair wind. Oof, wow, that voice makes me lightheaded. The Iron Warriors shall strike. We shall decimate the enemy and reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Got a little Sean
Sorry,
Connery in there.
I just
We
saw half,
shall contain what is ours.
I just saw half his cheek is missing, so I went out for that open mouth sort of thing.
I will say it's going to be hard to give inspiring speeches to your men when you sound like that. What did he say? He said something inspiring. Clap.
Alright, so
I mean,
let's see if there's anything.
Do you see the Iron Warrior that was talking to him? That is some derp.
That is a derpy face. It's like an egghead. Cone head.
He
What?
looks
Oh my
like.
God, he looks.
I'll tell you
He
exactly.
looks like that.
He
He looks
looks
like that one dude from that one time traveling game.
Time Splitters. Yeah, I was gonna say.
He's so derpy.
He looks
though.
exactly like the dude from Time Splitters.
I will say this is a perfect representation of what the Iron Warriors are. Derpy and fucked up looking.
We got one extra panel. Ooh, Horus Heresy. Nice.
Yep.
Oh. Wait, what? That Contemptor Dreadnought has grabbed a missile out of the air. I'm sorry, what? No, that's not a missile. Oh my God, that's an Iron Warrior shooting a bolt pistol. Also, Titans are dying in the background. Neat.
Alright, so let's get
And
to.
things are exploding.
Yep.
So we're doing our standard 2-issue affair?
Well, I think we could go a little bit longer if you want. We've
This
only-
I
is
already
going
told you,
surprisingly quicker for some reason.
Yeah.
Probably because there's less to complain about.
Maybe.
And there's also less to
Ugh.
praise, so that's the other issue.
So this.
It-
Yeah, we've only been at it for an hour so far.
I've been at it for
the
7.
hell?
Thank you very much.
Oh, so. You're still a little bit tired?
I can keep going. I mean, this is less tiring.
I mean, technically, that was a prologue issue at the very first one, so.
Well,
Yeah.
I was saying we could read the rest of this one.
Yeah, we'll read this.
I didn't count the first one.
Alright.
The issue 0.
Ooh, this cover art has 2 dreadnoughts in the background. Nice.
I think it has 3, at least.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
There's 4 of them.
No, there's 5,
There's 5.
5 of them. Oh my God.
Where did you two learn to count? You guys were like, there's a dreadnought. No, there's 2. I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done.
This pleases me. Oh, that is so much dreadnought. I love it.
Next image is.
And of course, various covers because reasons.
I gotta say, that is a really awkward pose to have her head in.
Yes,
That
it
particular
is.
cover.
Yes, it is.
Like, it's like your neck's getting a little stretched out there, sweetheart, unnecessarily. I'm just saying.
All
Ow,
right.
that is extremely uncomfortable. Jesus.
Whatever happened to just looking down? Like, why do you gotta put your head all the way the opposite direction your eyes are looking?
Yeah, make it tilt a weird way.
Oh, that was awkward.
All right. Legend.
Horus Heresy.
Yep.
Nice.
Legend tells that the battle fought here was of a scale unseen since the dark days of Prospero. Here on Exerion, legion clashed with legion, brother with brother. It is said that the enemy deployed a weapon so catastrophic that 1,000,000 lives were claimed in a single blow, and the resulting psychic howl caused the void itself to sunder. The ensuing warp storm scoured the entire Califrax cluster, burning away all traces of life, and rendering the sector impassable for nearly 10 millennia.
One thing I do gotta ask is, I don't know if you've noticed this, Xerius, and then I don't know if you would notice this from what you've seen so far, Ace. But the Space Marines, especially when it's chapter to a different chapter, especially if there's different legions, they don't typically refer to each other as brothers as much as cousins.
Mm.
And this is Dark Angels v Iron Warriors, so wouldn't they be referring to cousins?
Yeah.
I don't know. I know I'm nitpicking.
Yeah, but the thing is, well, in the Horus Heresy, it's more Space Marine fight Space Marine instead of brother fight brother.
I know,
and
but they
cousin
said
fight
brother
cousin.
v brother.
Yeah, I see it here.
So that's like my. If they now, don't get me wrong, brother did fight brother, so technically the statement's true. I mean, there were inter-chapter mini civil wars
Yeah,
as well between.
like with the Dark Angels.
Yeah, but here they're fighting. The image they're showing is this is what makes me question: is it's Dark Angels v Iron Warriors, which are two different legions,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and typically they refer to each other as cousins. At that point,
Come, meet your death.
yes, I'm nitpicking as well. It's not a big deal.
All right, so
Well, anyway, moving on.
now the planet is nothing but the domain of degenerate warp spawn and a wasteland of the long dead. The area is secure, Sergeant.
Form a perimeter and remain watchful. There are more of them out there, skulking in the ruins.
Over here, Sergeant.
Phaedus?
It's a thermal
There's
vent.
something-
Oh, it's a thermal vent.
Yeah.
That goes first.
guy first.
It's a thermal vent, and it's operational.
There's something alive down here.
I'm detecting multiple life signs, thousands of them.
More of those warp-spawned vermin.
I cannot be certain, but I do not believe so. It appears to be an underground city, a hive.
A hive? Beneath the ground?
Aye, Sergeant. They've built a warren down there. It extends for miles.
Sheltered from the warp storms and foul creatures on the surface. Oh, baby, that's a warlord.
Mm.
That's a warlord titan.
Trashed.
Oh, very, very. No, that. Yes, no. Warlord? No. Yes, that's a warlord.
It's the
Sorry,
right helmet shape for Warlord.
And drawing
Yeah,
sorry.
Just looking at everything else just to make sure, because the shoulder looked a bit more like a warbringer. But yeah, that is a warlord.
So who wants to do the line?
Oh no, that's the sergeant, I think. I think.
Then that would be you.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just go with it. And drawing heat and power from an unusual source at the heart of the structure. No. That's Asmogan's character. Okay. You see that the Auspex gave it away.
Yeah.
And drawing heat and power from an unusual source at the heart of the structure. My Auspex cannot maintain a read on it.
Then we take a closer look.
There is a void behind that rubble. It could provide a means of entry.
Balthus, Sabarius, clear path. I mean for us to enter this warren within the hour.
Aye, Sergeant.
Thud
Let
crunch.
me guess, they're using the frickin' warlord as energy and power and such.
We'll see.
That wouldn't really make sense, but I suppose.
There are worse things they could do with the writing.
Yeah. And of course, okay, this scene I actually kind of like, because you got Space Marines just moving rubble like nothing. That is cool.
Yep.
You know, the suit just picks up a pillar, moves it aside. Other dude just
Plays fetch.
picks up a slab, throws it away. Nice. Form up. We're going in.
Raw and hard.
Why?
As I can.
Now, which character is this from?
I don't know.
I'm assuming that's the Inquisitor.
No. Oh no, that's the old dude with the old magic arm.
Alright. How can we be certain that that thing isn't sending us headlong log?
They said headlog.
I thought I misread it at first. Headlog into a trap. What?
Oh crap.
That is a mess up on an official comic. That's depressing.
This is the kind of thing I would have expected.
Were the editors fired? What? Headlog into a trap.
Well, maybe the guy can't speak properly, you know?
He's spoken perfectly fine up to now.
Oh, crap.
Missing a letter.
Oh, dumb bastards. Anyway. If we're still alive in an hour, it wasn't a trap.
That doesn't make us feel any better, but okay.
It's like we're walking headlong into a trap. Well, if we're still alive in an hour, it wasn't a trap. Well, great! Okay. Well, there is that. What is this place?
Oh, that's gonna make me laugh every time. I can't take that seriously. Yeah. An ancient observation platform or weather station designed to keep a watchful eye on Exerion from here. We might do the same.
And after all this time, the air recyclers are still functioning.
Yes. Interesting, isn't it? Oh, I gotta really zoom in for this one. Be mindful and remain alert. This place has been the domain of creeping things of the warp for millennia.
The air recyclers have only recently been activated.
Boom.
Bang, bang, boom, boom. Also, this chick with frickin' dual mini thunder hammers. Jeez.
Apparently her name is Anya.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you
What
not
was
know?
that?
Did you not know that?
No, but to be fair, I wasn't paying that close attention to that particular dialogue.
Yeah, fair enough. There are signs of an ancient battle here.
Ma'am, over here.
Oh. Oh no, mate. Wow. I think I might have found the evidence. Oh, no, that's you, Asmogan.
I think I might have found the evidence you've been looking for.
Oh
My
dear.
God, those poor Dark Angels. Okay, well, first of all, I love this scene. It's nice and dark. Second of all, wow.
I have one tiny nitpick. Hey,
Yeah.
Xerius, are those
Yeah.
the size of bolter shells?
Yeah.
They don't look it.
Really?
They look kind of tiny.
I mean, they look like maybe a centimeter or an inch smaller, but not that much.
Well, and that one that looks like a thumbtack?
A what?
Right, that one. That looks like a thumbtack.
We don't know where you're
I don't know
pointing.
what a thumbtack is.
Let's see. How do I describe the location? Okay,
Is
you
it
know
the
the
shell that's closest to the guy's gauntlet?
second closest, technically, but yeah.
I mean, it kind of looks a bit smaller, but just keep in mind, bolt shells aren't that big. They're only like about the size. They're like a size between 75 caliber and 50 caliber.
Those are
They're not.
massive.
They are,
Yeah, but they're
but
not.
you're looking at
they're
it
not
in comparison to a
huge.
Space Marine there, too.
Fair enough.
Compared to a space marine, these shells are pretty small. I will admit that. Well, those three that are close to the corpses, anyway.
Hmm.
The one that's rolling away from the bolter, that one looks decently sized.
Alright, so let's go ahead and get to the next page.
Also, that's a lot of lovely trim.
There.
Damn, why did the loyalists get rid of their trim?
I don't know.
Because
Someone
Chaos
said,
had-
hey, this isn't the fashion anymore. Let's change it up.
Chaos
because-
stole it.
They took all their style points with them.
Yeah, well, then again, I suppose trim wouldn't be that popular for H highlighting in the Ever Metal team.
Alright, so,
Anyway.
yeah. Tentaroth, a feudal world long abandoned behind the Warp Veil. A planet untethered from the protective web of the Imperium. A culture whose might remains great, but whose allegiance is unclear.
Holy shit.
Oh no. Those Imperial Knights are sized a bit wrong.
Yeah.
They look like the size of Warhounds.
Mm-hmm.
They've been shrunk.
Maybe the
What, is
platform
Imperium
is...
on a budget now?
Alright, we
we
what?
just gotta make them a little bit smaller. Save on materials.
Okay. Well, I mean, aside from these knights being way too frickin' massive and tall, and their legs being... Whoa, hold on.
Wait, what?
Why are their legs so... Wow, look at those legs. They're...
Kind of
Whoa.
disappointed that Xerius didn't get the joke. Wait, what specifically?
They're too straight. Look, here, I have my Imperial Knight. Let's compare it. Yeah. No, those legs are completely screwed up. Those toes are so small as well. I am almost offended by this.
One could say triggered.
Okay, well, moving on before I smash my screen in.
That would be expensive.
Yes.
Eh. Not really. I mean, it's just a really old iPad. So who wants to do this old bugger?
Sure.
Well, I'm doing Alpheus, so.
Hold! You have no business here. None such as you have walked the parapets of Tentaroth since the dawning of the stars themselves. You and your brethren blighted the universe. You come from the stars to bring war and vengeance. You are not welcome here.
I
Okay,
come from beyond the storm, with word of the Emperor and the Great Alliance forged in his name. I bring not vengeance, but a warning of the darkness in our midst, of the enemy who, even now, flocks to this region to spread disorder and bloodshed. I would speak with you of unity and of strength.
Then I will hear what you have to say.
That was quick.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, I will kill you! Hey, nah, fam, we want to be friends. Okay.
Yeah, I was about
That's
to
the only way
say-
to, like, simplify that.
I was about to say, dude, I know you got a whole crap load of Imperial Knights, but these are Space Marines. You got some. You're either really ballsy or you're really stupid.
Both.
Yeah. I mean, considering the nature of most Imperial Knight houses, you know, those nobles, yeah, that makes sense.
Alone and inside the fortress. Oh, okay. All right, so here we are. Then I will hear what you have to say. Alone and inside the fortress, where you might be properly observed.
Alright, now we're moving to our Space Marines going inside and looking at stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bolt is line is first.
The tunnel branches ahead of us.
The passage on the left leads deeper into the hive.
Take it. We shall soon know what wretched creatures survive down here, and whether they have given themselves over to the corrupting influence of the warp. I think, yeah, that's Boltus.
All right. Air
Boltus
scrub.
lines are Boltus.
Air scrubbers. These things must provide for half the colony. If there are humans down here, they might not have seen the surface for millennia. There are spores here. This place must be got.
Hold on, where's my cat? Oh, man.
There! Alright, so. There!
Oh,
by the entrance to
dude,
the.
look at-
Sorry, go
Look
on.
at that disembowelment. That is actually pretty damn beautiful.
Yeah, you can see its spine, part of its lungs.
Its rib cage,
Mm-hmm.
its intestines. I can see its liver. I think that's liver anyway.
Yeah, we can do a full biopsy from here.
Yeah. This is how gore should be drawn. That is nice. 10 out of 10. Beautiful.
Well done.
Agreed. There, by the entrance to the adjoining cavern.
Wow. Jeez, this dude looks like Lex Luthor all of a sudden. After it! Quickly, before it alerts the others. Go, Boltus. Go and do stuff.
I think it is a little late for that, Sergeant.
Hey, look, one hot chick and a bunch of zombie-looking fuckers.
And one of those dudes looks like the Witcher for some reason.
Like
Mhm.
Geralt? Oh, yeah.
Geralt, yeah, that's the name.
It kind of looks like him.
That's mine. Shucks. What news?
Nurse.
Do not try my patience. The bones. What do they say?
They tell of great victory, of the enemy crawling from the foetid earth like insects. They tell of war.
What an interesting looking person.
Mm.
I think they all look interesting at this rate.
Apparently, this guy is a freaking witch doctor, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, a Space Hulk. A purposefully made Space Hulk. Nice.
They chain that bitch together professionally.
Then it is done, and I forgive the orders to strike. It is beautiful, is it not?
I can't remember. Did I do this guy or did you, Ace?
I believe you did it.
Okay.
This guy, oh my god, I just figured out. This guy reminds me of that one dude from that one 18+ game that someone did a voice for. This missile you have constructed, this engine of death. That is the voice this guy's face reminds me of for some reason. Also, derp.
Derpy
Alright,
boy.
well, someone take his line.
Well, you already said the line, so just go ahead.
Yeah, so go.
Yeah, but I can't voice him for the whole time.
Well, yeah, just you did for that one though.
I
Just
believe
keep going.
you voiced him,
Yeah.
Asmogan.
I can't remember what the voice I did for him is.
Well,
I
just roll with it, I guess.
remember.
This missile you
No.
have constructed is this engine of death.
Why does that work for some reason?
I don't know.
It just does. It just
Let's
works.
roll with
It just works.
It's a good song.
I haven't even seen this song yet. I need to do
Oh,
that.
you owe
Anyway,
it to a
moving
song.
on.
It's really good.
No, the bloodsheds that will follow in its wake. Ignite the engines. It is time. Time to crack this hive wide open and uncover its secrets.
For a brief second after I heard crack this hive open, I was thinking there was going to be an egg analogy.
I was expecting bees.
Hmm.
Buzz, buzz.
Bzz. Actually, it kind of reminds me of that scene from the Power Rangers movie. Let's crack this egg!
I
God
don't
damn, that
watch
ages me.
Power Rangers.
Oh, I grew up on that shit.
What in God's name?
Your phone. I assume someone's
No.
calling.
Nope. I have a much different tone for my phone.
Music?
That's
okay.
not the fire. I think I just got an ad.
All right,
Alright,
so
we've hit the to be continued.
yep.
As this thing's plummeting to, I almost said to the Earth, but to this planet.
Hmm.
Indeed. Go
So
away.
it looks like the sneak peek is black and white of them having a look at the dead Dark Angels.
Yep.
So you guys want to continue on?
I gotta go to the bathroom either
Yeah, I was
way.
about to
so-
ask. Are we gonna continue or start comparing to Marnius Calgar?
Well, I know we're probably going to end up doing issue 3 of Marnius Calgar soon, so we could, if you guys are up for it, get to issue 3 here, then we can get issue 3, 4 on the other Eternal Damnation, and then once Marnius Calgar is up, or issue 3 is up for that, we can then see issue 3 on that. What do you guys think?
When is the next issue of Calgar?
Sometime in December, so
So it could be at
what
any
did you-
point.
early December. So I'm thinking,
It could be tomorrow. It could have been yesterday. We don't know.
I think it's
I'm gonna
probably
run,
the
I'm gonna run to the
9th.
bathroom. Be right back.
I think it's the 9th that it comes out, if I'm not mistaken, but let me check.
Okay, apparently I can't check the date on my iPad. Today is the 3rd.
Yep.
Nice. I'm just gonna look ahead for a slight bit.
December 9th, that's when it comes out. And judging from the artwork, which is not a very good judge of the comic, to be honest, it looks like we're going to get more backstory again.
Can you send a can you send that image of whatever artwork you just found into the chat?
Let me. Well, not quite because I'm using another computer for it. But if you look up Marnius Calgar comic issue 3 on Google, you'll find it.
Okay, let's have a look at this. Marnius Calgar comic. Three search. Images. Soul Beach.
Yeah, the first result should be the comicsology.com thing.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. We're looking at the Marnius Calgar issue 3 cover.
Okay. Is it on stream?
Trying to.
It's not on the stream, no.
No.
Actually, I have a way. If I can copy the link, I can just send the link in the stream chat.
Okay, that doesn't.
All right, I sent the link in the stream chat, so if you go to the stream chat, you should be able to.
Yeah, I'm
look.
just gonna use Google Images anyway. Okay, so from. Okay, first of all, that kid's head looks very derpy.
That is a very weird drawing.
It looks like a freaking Zeus character. Dr. Seuss character, you know? Freaking weird head and the stubby nose.
It looks like an anime to an extent.
I'd say that's an insult to anime.
That is
Okay.
a very huge insult to anime. Thank you very goddamn much.
Okay.
That is just a weird expression.
Also, what is wrong with Marnius's head?
They keep shrinking it.
He has a very small head.
And it looks like he's got a beard almost.
I don't
I'm
really
assuming
see
that's
that.
the
I just
shadowing, but it's
I just
But it's
see a
so
very
god awful, it
aggressive-
looks like a genuine beard.
I
kind of
just see
does.
a
Looks like he's
very
got a soul
aggressive
patch.
Frown. Very aggressive frown and some extreme shading on the chin.
Let's see if I can
I don't
actually
see any
get
beard.
to the chat. There. So yeah, this is what we're looking at, and yeah, it looks almost like the lighting is so god awful that he has a beard, a gray beard.
The
Proportions are
stenciling.
off
Yeah,
completely.
the shading style is like, I think it's called stenciling. Don't quote me, or something like that. It's when they use. The thing is, the weird thing is they've chosen to do traditional shadowing with like just a color overlay, but then they also added the stenciling for texture and shadows.
Mm.
So,
I mean, it looks better than the bright, garish blues of the previous comics.
I agree. It does look better than that.
But his head has shrunk considerably.
I don't know what it is that in each of the issues we've read with Marnia so far, they've had some major issues with maintaining his head size.
Well, they've
Or
had
shape.
issues with proportions in general,
Yeah.
but mostly Kelgar's head.
Sometimes he has big brain moments, sometimes he has little brain moments.
And apparently they feel the need to
Smooth
illustrate
brain.
that.
Smooth brain.
He looks like he smelled a very wet fart.
That's true.
He's like,
My head is shrunk 3 sizes because of your fart, Xerius.
I apologize, my lord. I was holding it in. For the last millennia.
Wow, that Space Marine's fart was so aggressive that it got through his suit of armor.
The flatulence of the era.
Oh, anyway, so we're gonna continue with issue 3.
Sure, if you guys are up for it.
I'm up for it.
Why not?
All right.
Okay. Nothing before this page, so let's get to it.
And
Even
we've-
in death, I can. What?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say we could skip the past thing since it was once again giving us the character descriptions. So
Mm-hmm.
We can skip that every time. I think
Yeah.
we have been skipping that, so just
Yeah.
skip. Skip.
anyways, go ahead.
Even in death, I can sense their power. Once there were gods who walked amongst men. All feared their tread. Now they are reduced to this. Naught but remnants, to be fed upon by the foul denizens of the warp. Fodder for corruption.
I believe that's your character, Asmogan.
Oh. Why do I sense you're not just talking about these ancient corpses?
There's more of the same over here.
They were killed the same way. By bolter fire. The question is, who were they fighting?
I don't have a
Oh,
fucking
that-
clue. Who the hell wields bolters?
Wow.
Shit, this is gonna take a while to figure it out.
Oh, that is a very beautiful looking Tigris pattern bolter, though.
That
also,
is.
how the hell is she picking that up? That thing should be weighing a ton. Half a ton
Because
at least.
she can, you know?
Oh, damn it. Alright, Asmogan, you're up.
Exerion, ma'am. There's been a massive eruption from the surface.
Once more, the bones have foretold our victory. It unfolds as it is written, Asphyx. We will be rewarded.
The servants of the false emperor scurry from their warren like rats. And the planet burns.
Time to reclaim what is ours. Be off.
Yes, master.
Fetch.
Okay. That's a goat, not a dog, so that, I don't know, that just doesn't fit to me.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It's like, fetch. If I were that guy, but excuse me, Lord, but I'm actually a goat man. It doesn't work like that.
It would be my pleasure.
Whoa! Holy crap.
That was a pretty good piece.
Yeah, I agree.
That poor space marine. Jesus.
Wait, are
Which
we on
one?
the same page?
Yeah.
No, I think he went to 10.
Oh,
These things aren't numbered for me, so.
okay.
Are you all the one with the
Multiple.
shot? Are you on the one with the shot with all the ships coming in from the clouds?
I was,
What did
but
you-
yeah, we can go to the next
Oh,
page.
now I see. Okay, now I see. The line separating that from the next one is very thin. Alright, so. Okay, well, that is a pretty cool piece, but let's go to the next one with the Space Marines.
All right. What was that?
Oh. A massive impact on the surface. We're under attack. The hive is collapsing on top of us.
That's
Apharel!
Boltus.
Boltus first.
No, it's not Boltus that gets hit with the thing.
No, but that's Afriel. Isn't that the next thing? And then it goes to that?
Yes. The first one is Boltus shouting at Afriel, and then Afriel getting impaled by
Oh, okay.
a piece of metal.
Yeah, I think that's the
Apharel! Brother!
Clear path! We make for the surface.
Over here.
What? Are they just gonna leave him?
Yep.
Dick.
It's like, let him die. Moving on.
I mean, he.
But they
he-
still
he-
gave
he
him a
probably-
name too.
One frame before they killed him. Alright, let's name this guy.
No, they actually gave him the name thing right on the frame they kill him. Look under the flamer. It's right.
Oh, that
there
thing.
it
Okay.
is.
It's like Afriel, dead.
No,
It's like you met him, you lost him.
He probably comes back later, you know, Deus Ex Machina. Hey, I'm still alive.
I'm still alive.
Even though he just got
got impaled in the chest right below.
I mean,
wouldn't that include his throat?
Yeah,
a
probably.
little bit. Actually, yeah, no, that would kill a Space Marine. I was still thinking, you know, to second heart and stuff, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
throat.
the thing is, the argument if it hits one of their if they get pierced in one heart, they should be able to survive that. But that specific injury, it's caving in his chest, and it's going through his throat.
yeah, that's definitely affecting the throat a bit.
So that should kill a Space Marine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least you're down one voice roll.
Yeah, I'll write that down. Alright, Rumble. Alright, you guys on that page?
Yep.
Yeah.
The aftershocks are causing the tunnel to collapse. Look out! We already lost one poor bastard to falling debris.
Oh crap! That reminds me. Oh mate, that is actually the third Space Marine I've witnessed getting crushed by a frickin' thing.
It does feel kind of cheap.
Whatever.
It does feel like a kind of
Yeah.
cheap way to kill a Space Marine. It's
Yeah,
like,
no,
I'll just
in
drop
Devastation-
debris on him.
Yeah, in Devastation of Baal, ship gets attacked, and then frickin' the sergeant, which we came to know throughout half the book, gets crushed by a frickin' metal beam. His skull open, his eyeballs on the floor, his brain splattered. Like, wow. Thanks, I totally didn't like him. But hey, that's 40k writing for you. Well, the old 40k writing anyway.
So I guess the only way, in other words, for these writers to kill off Space Marines is to become angry
Well,
DMs.
actually,
Become angry DMs that just
Devastation-
drop rocks on.
Devastation of Baal is fairly recent, actually, because it had Primaris at the very
Ah.
end.
Yeah. I have that
But
book. I still need to
still.
read it.
I recommend the audiobook.
Is it that good?
Yes, I actually really I enjoyed it so much I listened to it a second time.
Huh.
Except for the ending where there's Primaris and Gilliman himself. I hated that. I hated that so much.
All right, so
Yeah.
But then again, alright, well, let's move on. How about that?
yeah. So who plays the sergeant? I believe Xerius.
Me.
Yep.
Mate, have you not been paying attention? Also, quick comment on this artwork. He looks like a baby crying over spilled milk.
He does.
So here, dude, just for another route.
Oh, you just crushed one of my brothers, I've said.
Someone get the pacifier.
Oh, crap.
Sergeant, pull up your panties and get moving.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
God.
Welcome back, Blade Charge.
I think
Oh, man.
think Calcio's getting pissed at us.
Yeah.
Why?
Never mind. I guess my attention is not wasted. Nice. Yes, Tigris. Oh yeah, maybe I think I misread that.
Calcul says, "Insult anime more, please."
I
No.
can insult quite a few. We might be here all day though.
You would want that, Kelkiel. I know you want that. You will not bait us into it. We are not fools.
I mean, I love anime, but I can make fun of it all day long.
Joe!
The amount of JoJo things I can make fun of, the amount of regular anime I can make fun of.
Suck my dick.
Remember, the most
Anyway,
powerful
moving on.
force in all of anime is the power of friendship.
That seems to be a common trope in the shonens, yeah.
Moving
And-
on.
Yep.
Oh, man. Go deeper. Find another route.
Aye, Sergeant, for the Emperor. Speaking
Yep.
of anime references, does anyone else, speaking of that, think of a certain genre of anime when he says to go deeper and find another route?
Hentai?
Yep. Oh well, let's go to the next
I'm a
page.
connoisseur.
I don't really watch it myself, but I've heard of it.
Don't do it.
I mean,
Maintain some level.
but I mean, it's a bit meh.
All
You
right.
clearly haven't seen the same ones I have, my friend. I am scarred for life.
Oh, I've seen some pretty bad ones, but there's nothing to write home about.
You clearly haven't seen the same ones I have. That's all I'm gonna say.
To be honest,
No,
if
mate, I've seen some pretty fucked up shit. You know, pedophilia. No, not.
no,
um,
yeah, I think
necrophilia.
okay.
Ah,
That's pretty.
Even that.
So anime about cracking open a cold one.
That has happened. Yep.
Anyway, back
Yeah.
to
All
the
right. So
mediocre comic.
it's worse than we thought, Master. The Iron War. Actually, someone else has to take that because I'm doing Sephiroth, I think, or Seraphis.
It's worse than we thought,
Right.
Master. The Iron Warriors are deploying to Exerion en masse.
Then there's something they want down there, something valuable. Whatever it is, I will not allow them to reach it. Valieth, you know what to do.
Aye, Master. Exerion shall be defended.
And if not defended, destroyed.
Raven Wing.
Fair enough policy.
Yeah. Also, Raven Wing.
Mm.
Oh, poor bastards. They never get representation anymore.
All right, so next.
Hey, look, flying potato.
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
Right, so Iron Warriors doing Iron Warriors things.
Bulldozers.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, page after that. Whoa! Holy crap! We're getting some more disembowelment today.
Indeed, we
Nice.
are.
Quite.
And of course, decapitation. That's pretty neat.
Oh no, but money is Galgar got stabbed as a kid. Wasn't that gruesome?
Meh.
I know. I was joking about it. So rawr.
All right, so we can go to the next page.
Who is saying that?
Good question. Oh,
Because
no,
I don't think
that's-
either side would say that at this
that's,
point.
That's the chaplain. That's the chaplain. That's the chaplain.
Oh. I assure you, we hunger not for war, but for peace. Says on this frame.
Oh, mate.
I wonder if they're trying to illustrate an ironic point.
Oh, okay, so never mind. I thought that was a land raider being absolutely destroyed by that hellbrute. Never mind. It's just a regular old rhino.
Hmm.
Also, wow. This looks actually pretty nice. Full out war.
Yep.
Lovely.
All right, so I believe you're up, Asmogan.
Alright.
Yeah, boy.
We offer our hand in unity to stand side by side against the enemies of the Imperium.
We know nothing of your Imperium or your Emperor. He holds no dominion here.
You would embroil us in a conflict that does not
and will not concern us. We cannot involve ourselves in territorial affairs. Tentaroth stands alone.
Then Tentaroth will fall.
You threaten us now?
I merely speak the truth. You are blinded by ignorance and isolation. Your very existence is threatened, and yet you sit in blind comfort while your enemy draws ever closer. Sounds like an engine revving.
I must speak with the interrogator, chaplain.
Apparently she gestures and does not speak.
Yes, come this way. He's over there, see?
I make cookies.
Oh, she definitely does. I can tell she definitely does.
Bakes cookies, brownies, and boy are they laced with a lot of marijuana. She's got one of those faces.
I cannot tell who is about to talk.
I think it's the old dude, so... What is the meaning of this interruption? I bring news of Exerion.
The astropath?
Aye, war is come. The enemy are upon us.
It is a ruse. That is a deception. They intend only to deceive us into committing our forces to claim to their cause.
What's
No
wrong?
ruse.
Look at his
I must
eyes.
go- Hmm?
Look at his eyes.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
The fuck did they do there? Did they shrink? Wait, hold on. What did he look like the frame before?
The eyes are looking in two different directions.
Yeah, he looks almost like a totally different person from the first frame we saw him in.
Also, look
Yeah, his
what's
skin
wrong.
tone did lighten a bit.
And what's wrong
Yeah.
with his head? It looks like he has a bulge on his forehead there.
He has forehead muscles.
On me. I must go and lend my strength to the battle. I demand only that you hear this. If we fall, you fall. If our blood is spilled, so too is yours. This enemy is not discerning. It sees no honor in diplomacy. It is the enemy of all reason, and you ignore it at your peril. Be certain, if Exerion crumbles, Tentaroth is doomed.
I think a woman says that there, so...
Yep.
Who wants to do her voice?
I've done one woman so far. I guess I'll do another.
Your conviction does you credit. I stand alongside you in defense of Tentaroth. I do not see that I have a choice.
That is not the fat blue guy, so that is someone else.
It's another dude.
Who's gonna go for him?
I just did the lady, so.
Aye, the winds of change are upon us. The veil is lifted, and the predators circle the nest. I, too, will lend strength to your cause. Is that the old guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then it is done. Let it not be said that Tentaroth did not raise its head and stand proud. You might count on my support also.
Is he bipolar?
I know, he keeps...
You know what? Most of these characters, no, well, him specifically is very bipolar. It's like, I'm gonna kill you. No, we want to be friends. Okay, come into my house. Let's have cookies.
I still think it's so memeable.
Oh yeah.
We'll kill you. Nah, fam, we're here to talk peace. Okay. It's the only.
Oh crap.
Alright, let's try it now.
Oh, by the way, I do need to tell you about this earlier while you fix this. When I was streaming, Phoenix Rising, for a half hour at the beginning of the stream,
We had no clue what was going on. Frame rate was shit.
Yep.
We're talking 5 frames a second. And I tried a bunch of different shit. And you know what the solution was?
Try and guess it. Actually, try and guess it.
What?
You gonna take a guess?
I don't know what it would be.
The webcam.
What about the webcam?
It was causing the entire stream to plummet from 60 FPS to 2 FPS.
That is a weird one.
It is. I know. I mean,
Especially since
Asmogan
webcams don't really have any effect on the GPU. They have their own processings.
Asmogan has also streamed much more graphics card taxing games with the face cam, so this was weird.
Yeah, it does sound like maybe a
Very weird.
driver issue, maybe, or
That's my best guess, is the driver has having some kind of malfunction.
Proper weird, mate.
It made no sense, though.
all right. So next page.
Page 20.
Space Marines!
There are dozens of them, as if they're defending something down here.
Wait, this is another one of those pages that I'm not sure which thing comes next.
We'll just do.
I'm pretty sure it's left to right.
Left to right, and then, yeah.
Alright. Up ahead, there's a cavern. The power readings are monumental.
Keep moving!
Oh, is that?
That is not Baltus. That's some
Okay, that's
other-
not Baltus.
But
Go
that
on,
is-
I'll cover you.
Indeed.
All right.
That's not. Is that? Maybe that's. I
That-
don't know. I can't see
Baltus
the
is the
helmet.
one that's taken point. So
Yeah, that's Baltus. Yep, that's him.
through here, in the name of the Emperor.
Wow.
There, that's the source of the readings. That thing is powering the entire hive. Wait, what? What is
How?
that?
I don't
What?
know.
It's
what
not
that-
connected to anything.
It isn't. It. How? What?
What MacGuffin have they introduced?
Nani? It's that freaking orb from Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm tempted to call this one a McMuffin.
But
It must have lain here for millennia, since the dark days of the heresy itself. It is no simple power source.
Oh, how could it be?
my God, his helmet became really chunky.
Next page.
Yes. No, it is more than that. It is a weapon. Of course it is. Of course it's a weapon. Why wouldn't it be a weapon?
The glowing orb of glowiness is a weapon. Nah, no way.
Audible shock.
Let me guess, it's that weapon the Iron Warriors unleashed during the Horus Heresy, isn't it?
Maybe. I don't know.
Oof. Well, that's the end of the third one.
All right, so we have been at it for just shy of 2 hours now, so I guess we can give our thoughts, but let's have a look at the sneak peek. Oh, there is no sneak peek.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, so, well, what are your thoughts, guys?
Alright, overall thoughts and then specifics, or just overall?
Well, we could go through the different issues and compare them to what else we've read, and then do
Well,
overall.
comparing it to Marnius Calgar, it's much better. It's got decent artwork. The coloration and saturation isn't overpowering and over the top. The shadows are well used. Artwork is just generally well done.
There's actually
Occasional,
detail.
yeah, there's actually detail. There's the occasional little thing here and there. If you're nitpicky, like I can be sometimes, or
Mhm.
nitpicky like any of us, I guess we can be. It,
Like
you know.
with those Imperial Knight legs.
yeah, if you got little nitpicks here and there, there's going to be things that'll bother you. But generally, everything's pretty sound and well done. That's from an artistic standpoint. Writing, I enjoy the writing fairly well. It's nicely paced, and they seem to actually be doing a mixture of visual storytelling, which you should do a lot of in a comic, and a mixture of dialogue explaining things.
Mm-hmm.
But thankfully, they're doing the latter sparingly, which Marnie Skalgar didn't do sparingly.
Yeah, Marnius Calgar is basically exposition the comic book.
Yeah, it's a comic book that reads more like a chapter book. It's like, let me describe to you how all this happens and happened there, and just allude to things happening, but not show you any of it.
I will say this, issue 1 also starts off a lot better because you actually have a reason to actually care about what's going on. They give you something to be invested in.
Yeah.
Even though issue 0 has a lot of action, but issue 1 doesn't have that much action, but it does have intrigue to get the audience interested, which Marnius Calgar has neither action or intrigue in the first issue.
Yeah, I would agree.
So what do you think, Xerius? Xerius, are you there?
Oh, he's muted.
All right, yeah, Xerius, you're muted.
He might be talking to somebody.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, so I guess what are your thoughts on issue 2 then, in comparison to Marnius?
Issue 2 compared to Marnius was, well, issue 2 of Marnius was shit. So they would have had to try and make a worse product. That being said, issue 2 is fairly all right. They continued the pacing seemed like it was consistent with the first issue.
Oh, there we go. There we go. I fixed it.
Ah,
Yeah,
welcome back.
Internet issues. Yay.
Oh, I gotta love the internet issues.
It's South Africa. This is regular.
But yeah, I think you're right. I think you basically have to try to make an issue 2 as bad as Marnius Calgar's issue 2.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So
what
we're
are your...
doing a comparison. This is glowing.
Yeah. And in comparison to Eternal Damnation?
Not as good.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm sitting as well.
It's not like leagues worse or anything than that. It's just not
Middle of
as
the
good.
road.
It's a little like there's a lot less braggable still shots and images. One thing this comic has been trying to do, and I've noticed it since the first issue, is they try and have like frames kind of similar to well, if we look at issue number 3 on page 20, or in issue number 1 with the symbol imagery that they used of the Dark Angels chapter, and you know, the different artwork and the reflection of both sides. They've tried to do artsy stuff like that, more abstract art like that. But the thing is, it feels more forced than the Damnation Crusade. It seems that one had really gothic, powerful imagery and shots, and they felt like they flowed more naturally. Here, there's a couple of them that flow naturally, but then they have a couple more like this page with page 20, or again in issue 1 or 2, where they had the symbol and the artwork of the battle reflecting on both sides, and the 4 chaos gods being shown in the corners. You know, those look cool and they're well done. They just don't feel like they mesh well into it, like they mix well into the flow of the storytelling in the comic.
Now that you mention it,
yeah, I have noticed that the smoothness of the scenes is a bit 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the pacing is fine. It's just some of the visual choices are a little bit more forced in this one.
That, and also some of the panels can be a little bit hard to read in order because, like page 20 jumps can be a little bit tricky, and then there's that one where you go from down to up and over to the right to read the next panel. Yeah,
with Damnation Crusade, all of their more artsier photos were usually single whole page artworks, and they still had the dialogue in a readable, understandable order.
Mm-hmm.
In this one,
Speaking
they're
of
trying to go
dialogue.
more abstract with it, which I think only hurt the flow of reading it.
All right. So
I don't understand why the dialogue boxes, the sort of out of character thing. I don't understand why those are the same color instead of using different colors for like different characters. I don't understand why.
There was a little bit of a problem with that at
Yeah.
the start for sure. I think
Yeah, you kind of gotta jump ahead just to understand who is speaking sometimes.
mm-hmm.
yeah. Damnation Crusade did better with that. They always had the highlight color different per person who was speaking. So it
Yeah.
was more, you were more certain who was conversing.
Yep.
Here, especially in the first issue, the same highlight color for different people talking, yeah, it just adds to the confusion.
Yeah, the only difference I've noticed
It's a
is
fusion of confusion.
Anyways, Xerius, what are your thoughts on the first two? We'll go with the first two issues of this in comparison to, say, Marnius.
Do we lose him again?
I think he should still be on. Oh, we did lose him again. Oh.
Oh.
Welcome back. Xerius, you there?
The
Okay,
two times this has happened, it's been when you asked the question what he thought.
I know.
It's like, that's cursed.
Aha!
It's like, what are your thoughts? Signal's like, dead. We shall not hear his words.
All right, so yeah, Xerius, what are your
Ace is the
thoughts
cause
on?
of my internet crashing.
Yeah. So, anyways, Xerius, what are your thoughts on the first two issues of this in comparison to?
Well, the first one, I'm gonna be honest, it felt a little bit dry. But that's more with a few nitpicky things. You know, it felt like the story wasn't exactly moving along just yet. But it at least internet?
I can
We
hear
can
you.
still hear you.
God fucking damn.
Or apparently he couldn't hear us. Hello?
Wow,
I-
my internet this evening.
We could hear you that time.
Yeah, we could hear you. It's
I don't think you could hear
couldn't
us.
Hear a damn thing you guys were saying. Hold on. Let me
Well,
just...
the only thing we said in response was we can still hear you.
Try speaking now again. Just...
hello.
Hello?
Okay. Okay, well, I'll switch to my mobile data. Hopefully this doesn't drain it.
It might.
I'll make this. I guess
Yeah,
we can make
probably.
this quick then.
Yeah, well, I don't have that much to say.
Remember,
well,
in
it's
comparison
the-
to Calgar.
That's an unfair comparison, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's like comparing a cupcake to dog shit.
I would agree.
Yeah. Although honestly, that might be an
Yeah.
insult to dog shit.
At least dog shit is sound.
Yeah.
It knows what it is.
Dog shit
But
has some
anyway,
weight to it as well.
Aside from a few nitpicks, I'm kind of enjoying the comic. Except for that orb.
Yeah, that's
That-
been like the
that-
one like what the fuck thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that the orb feels very retarded.
From what I understand, we're going to have some more WTF moments from this as well later on, but that's for another time, right?
Yeah. But I do enjoy the fact that there is actually detail in a lot of this. You know, you
Mhm.
can actually see detail. For the most part, anyway.
battles are not are shown. So
Yeah,
sorry to doing leagues better than Calgary.
Yep.
I do love the disembowelment and the
Mm.
amount of detail it has. I do love that.
Gore is well done.
Yes, yes. That's pretty much all I have to say for now.
All right.
Until later.
Well, I think we actually are good to call this stream if you guys are.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
good to call it.
I'm getting a little bit tired. Just a clean
Yeah.
bicky dog.
Plus, we'll be doing surprise for those of you who are watching. We are planning on doing another stream tomorrow for another comic,
Which one is that?
Eternal Damnation
Ah, right.
Damnation Crusade.
or Damnation. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, it's
Gore.
okay.
All right. So, anyways, so let's go ahead and call it. And yeah, this has been Ace.
Asmogan?
This has been Xerius from the Tactical Pod. Signing out, boys.
Yep. And we all wish you'd have a good one. Until next time.
Try not to break your backs like me.